creatures. Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you guys are doing well. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, tribe member, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? I really appreciate you being here and my heart goes out to you guys. I know a lot of you guys are dealing with some heavy energy and everything that's going on the planet right now. So just know that I'm sending you love and healing energy. If you wish to accept it, just accept it, you guys. So with that said, let's get into this reading. I have been getting incredible levels of downloads and channeled information. And I've begun to channel the prophetess Batika. And she has a lot of really powerful and interesting things to say. At some point, I will go more into her energy and what's going on. But right now, we're just going to allow the messages to come forward, okay? So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, yesterday, I mentioned something called the asylum. That is, okay, my OCD is kicking in, you guys, okay? All right. Yesterday, I mentioned something called the asylum. Now, before I begin, let me just give a little sidebar here for those of you who this is your first time to my channel. You may hear a little lisping or speech impediment going on. I have extracted all my teeth because they were damaged due to autoimmune disease, and I'm in the process of getting dentures. In fact, I was fitted for my uppers yesterday. So yeah, okay, so let's go into it. So yesterday, and these are timeless readings, so just keep that in mind. Yesterday, I mentioned the asylum, okay? And why am I calling it the asylum? Because many times to end up waking up within this reality that I am referring to as the asylum, because it's getting insane. It's getting unbelievable. I know I have, I've connected with a lot of different energy within the collective, and a lot of people are shocked. They are shocked at what they're seeing. Like, not just one incident, not just one thing, but as a whole. You know, we have the horrible tragedies happening, and then we have the finding of an ancient forest deep within a hole in China. You know, there's ancient trees there. There are ancient life forms there that we haven't seen before on this planet. So it's a lot. There's a lot of good energy with discovery about the planet, and then there's a lot of this tragedy, heartbreak, and sorrow. And what's happening is that many people are waking up within this reality, and they're experiencing it as something that is absolutely insane and beyond understanding. And the important thing is to not focus on the understanding right now. It's to experience your emotions. Many times when we become aware we're in this asylum, I don't know what else to really call it right now. It's a padded, we literally wake up in a white room. It feels a little bit like a padded room, padded cell. And it's a moment where you enter into the dark night of the soul. Okay. I have done this many times in my life, and each time was very deep. It can be very painful. And you end up in the white room that's devoid of color and shade. And, you have stripped away a lot of your programming, a lot of the blocks, a lot of the expectations of others, a lot of what should make logical sense no more makes logical sense. Like, the things we were programmed to understand no longer work. Our program malfunctions because your consciousness is expanding. And as it expands, you wake up and you see and connect deeply with what's going on. And you understand that underneath all of this, there is something else going on. And as you expand your consciousness, you have to be open to waking up to all your belief systems kind of falling away. Those are beliefs about society, about yourself, about religion, about spirituality, about intelligence, about consciousness. And if you'll notice, with the tragedy, there's also these weird kind of miraculous things going on, like the finding of the ancient forest. deep within a hole in China. That is a miracle. That is a weird awareness. That's something that most people would never have believed. And that, it's far to us. I can't remember how far it is down, but beneath that, honey, there's more. There's more there. So it's, and I think for some people, this is a basic way of understanding, you know, the 3D and kind of 5D vibe. Okay. Miracles, wonder, 5D, connecting deeply to consciousness, getting out of time, being able to look at situations going on in the planet like through a window. Okay. So sometimes when you're in that white room, a window appears. Okay. It's part of your consciousness. And what I mean is a window that allows you to see the world as it truly is. Because you're in the asylum of awakening and of observation. It's like you're moved to a different asylum. Okay. And I'm not saying it's going to make sense. What I'm saying here is you're observing now. You're observing the programming running. You're observing the movie. And it's very powerful when you begin to do that, because you begin to form, not only does it expand your consciousness, but it begins to help you form new belief systems that are powerful because you can see now what's going on. So you can begin to move in reality at a ascended awareness. Ascension is a process. It's not a one-time thing. We ascend constantly when we start to really grow, when we start to really engage our consciousness in a very real way. Okay. And you observe 3D from the 4D, 5D consciousness. Okay. I don't want to get stuck in the levels or anything. And as you observe, you become more and more aware of what's going on. And you also become more sensitive. Your psychic abilities grow. You begin to feel what's going on. And so when there's tragedy, you feel it deeply. And feel it in a way that has compassion for humans, has compassion for, you know, the human collective having to experience this. And, you know, we are part of what I've called shadow work that's going on within humanity. And those of us who are have ascended many times, who are awake and have been awake for a while and been working towards this. Many of you guys have been working towards this moment in history, in human history, for thousands of lifetimes, okay? That's why you can master things so easily. For a lot of you guys, a lot of your abilities and gifts are about remembering. Just remember. Some of you guys are artists. I have said this over and over, but I feel it's really important because the program has devalued art, because it is a spiritual expression of humanity, okay? Most art has some kind of message in it from a super subconscious, spiritual, creative, dimensional space, okay? And so it's really important that we give more room to creative souls. And most of you guys watching this are creative in some kind of way. And you're going to be called to express that. And for some of you, you don't have to publish it. You don't have to put it out. It's really about the process of creation. That gets you in touch with the feminine aspect, the divine feminine, with life force, with chi, with all those good things. And it helps empower you to move forward. Okay, so being creative is really important. If you are a creative soul, create daily. You know, write daily, whatever you do, whatever it is. Some of you guys are creative communicators. The way you communicate messages will be extremely outside the box, but it's outside the box for a reason, because it exists outside of programming. Okay, I haven't even started the cards yet, you guys. So let's get into the cards and see what else we got going on in this crazy house. Let's go. Okay, this is a haunted house tarot deck. I read it kind of like an oracle deck. I'm not reading reversals, so just know that. Okay. Wow. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, you guys. The 10 of Wands, accomplishment. You know, when you begin to really understand that you are the master of your own life, and you are going through a cycle of mastery, and mastery on this planet has to do with the ability to transmute and move energy, and how to manifest, how to heal using different kinds of energy through our consciousness, expanded consciousness, okay? Okay, so for those of you and those of us who are ascended and waking up, some of you guys are just waking up. Some of you guys are waking up on a second, third, fourth, and fifth level. And there are those of us who are watching this who have ascended to a higher state, and we're here to help those of you who are waking up right now in the asylum. Okay, we want you to know that this is an accomplishment. Okay, with the 10 of Wands here, accomplishment. Look at this energy. For me, this every time I pull this card since I've gotten this deck, this feels like the Phoenix card to me. If there was to be a Phoenix card in this deck, this would be it. Okay, and how I feel it is triumph here, overcoming, determination, focused, really getting into your energetic fire, your self-empowerment. How do you get out of the white room? I hear some of you ask me, how do you get out? You go towards what you are passionate about. You go towards what feeds your soul. You look out that window and you connect deeply within, because you know there is more for you, that you know there's more than this illusion, and you connect with that spark within you. Do not let anyone tell you what to believe or who to be, okay? This whole operation is about humanity becoming free and liberated. So it's really important that you listen to the fire within. I think that's the only thing I would ever really tell someone to do. You know, listen to the fire within. Don't listen to me, you know, listen to the fire within. Listen to your own intuition. It's so important right now. A lot of you guys are very gifted, you're empathic, and some of you guys are in denial about it. And how do you learn to trust the voice? How do you learn to trust how to move? You listen. So you have to work at it though. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. And, you know, this is about, you know, working, apprenticeship, okay? You have to do the work. And some of you guys have kind of put it to the side. It's difficult work, okay? You put it to the side, but it's time. It's time for you to remember who you are. It's time for you to become empowered by the truth of yourself. And it's time for you to look for it. So that's what going towards what you're passionate about is about, you know. Go where you're curious, you know, as long as it's not hurtful to other souls or a violation of someone else's will, you know, go towards what feeds you, because behind that is something amazing. And many times Spirit will give us like breadcrumbs to follow, like a trail, a journey. And you guys, I'm seeing literally the yellow brick road of Oz, okay? I'm seeing the Emerald City, and on each side, you can be Dorothy, you can be the Tin Man, you can be the Lion, you can be the Scarecrow, whichever one you want to pick, okay? But on each side, what they don't see is underneath the illusion of Oz, on each side of their pathway, there are angelic frequencies, there are ancestors, there are angels. I particularly feel 2 guides on each side. Okay. One is a guardian, one is a seer, that kind of thing. Okay. And this is a good thought experiment I'm hearing for you to think about. What is the Emerald City? What is that? Why are you working so hard to get there? What is beneath the illusion of the Emerald City? Okay, and we have the 6 of Swords. And it's interesting here because these 6 of Swords look like tombstones, okay? And this is a very specific message that I'm getting, okay? And it has to do with Valkyries. I haven't really talked about Valkyries since they came through my channel during a live about, I don't know, 6 months ago. It's really important to understand that there are energies around us right now that are helping us resurrect our energy. Okay, they're helping you. Basically, some of you guys are really in a deep and dark place. You're feeling a lot of oppression, and I want to cry because I feel this. I have felt this in my life. I feel it now within the collective, and it's very painful to have others impose their will upon you and judge you for, you know, what you look like, to judge you for, you know, being not like them and being different. And it can really be taxing. It can exhaust your soul, you know, and it's okay to rest. And I'm getting, some of you guys just need to take a break. You need to rest your soul. So what does that mean? Go towards the things that feed your soul. And I've said this before. I said this, I think, maybe even yesterday. Feeding your soul is how you get out the window. It's how the window turns into a doorway, and then it turns into an archway. And there's a path that's illuminated for you to walk down. And it's highlighted by angelic frequencies guiding you along the journey, guiding you along the path. I say angelic because I don't have another name for that right now. But it's an angelic collective, like super, super big angelic frequencies that are coming in and helping you. That pathway, it's not just a pathway, it's a timeline. And the timeline is being fiercely guarded by these massive energies. Because what's going on with humanity is extremely important to the universe, to this universe. And a lot of different dimensions, different galactic realities are looking at this timeline right now and seeing what humanity is going to do. Because this part of the Akashic record is connected to what I've been calling the vaults within the Akashic. These are potentialities that had very low percentages of ever manifesting. And a lot of you, this right here, I feel like I want to start sobbing. A lot of you guys who have been working very hard to overcome your oppression, the trauma and abuse that you've suffered, there is wonderful things for you on this timeline, because the percentage possibility of you doing the work you've done was very low, because it's very difficult. And it takes a level of self-mastery. It takes a level of magical skill. It takes a level of magical consciousness to understand what you were doing. And sometimes you didn't. Sometimes you didn't understand what you were doing, but you moved forward with faith in the universe because you had been validated enough to get you along the journey. And there were times you weren't validated, and the universe didn't validate you for a reason. They wanted you to become self-empowered. Okay? You are the magic. You are the miracle. It is your frequency that manifests these things. And in order for us to manifest this very low possibility timeline, a lot of really magical people had to do a lot of magical things over the course of thousands of lifetimes. It was a major undertaking. And those of you who resonate with what I'm saying right now, you are invited to come here because you have the ability to take the most dense energy and transmute it. And what you're seeing in your life and what you will be seeing and what you're seeing in reality is all that manifesting. And the old world, the old foundations of the world of this reality are crumbling. And it's hard to watch, which is something that some of you guys may not be prepared for. And even if you are, you can't prepare for this. You know, it is a wave of waking up. It's a wave of reality. This is your reality. This is where you are. I did a channeled message today, but it went up yesterday on my Instagram, and it's from the prophetess Vatika. And she talks about, you know, the strength of those of us who are the ancient beings waking up. And, you know, we are called to seek out and protect the most vulnerable. We are called to help those who are waking up to further move along. And how do we do that? Because we are moving along in our own consciousness. And because many of us have this massive energy, as we move along, as you move towards your dreams, your goals, as you do not allow the illusion to take you down, the energies behind us that are coming forward and waking up are tethered, and they're moved forward with us. We're bringing them with us, okay? And there are some who have another lifetime or two to go through before they will wake up. All time is now, so this message gets complicated, okay? Now, you guys, we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And for some people, this makes people uncomfortable when they see the Ten of Pentacles, because many of us have been working in spirit. We've been working in the etheric. And those of us who have been working in the etheric, many times our reward is through the material world, because we're mastering the illusion and we're learning how to manipulate and transmute energies. And because of that, the illusion, the program, whatever you want to call it, the asylum, begins to take on another color, and it begins to take on another frequency. The walls fall down and you begin to see the abundance. You begin to see the healing. You begin to see the awareness of a whole level of consciousness that you couldn't even begin to explain to others. It is a multi-dimensional awareness that many of us are already in, and we kind of float back and forth between that and this reality, and others are just like, whoa, where did this awareness come from? You line up in this madhouse. And I don't mean that in a negative way necessarily, but it's confusing and it can make you angry, madhouse. It can also make you feel ungrounded, because what you thought was reality is an illusion. And many people are going to begin to feel connections grow deeper. I think some people are going to have family from past life come forward. Some of you guys are going to have family that you had a falling out with come forward, come back. You may have manifestations of people in your past coming forward. And a lot of these people will try to make amends. Part of what you're called to do is to read the energy and intentions of others so that you can be clear of anything that will block you now. Many of you guys are ascending, or you are in the process of another ascension. For some of you guys, this is a moment, and for others of you, this is taking place over a course of months, maybe even a year, okay? And so you've had moments of, I'm getting the word mini ascension. I don't know what else to call it, you guys, but ascension moments where you're rising. And some of you may have thought, you know what, this is it. Like, I've made it. And then other issues come up for you to transmute, for you to understand, for you to heal, for you to move through. And then you ascend again. This ascension has to do with a major state of consciousness that humanity is going to be moving into. And some of you guys are already in it, okay? But it takes work. And it takes a level of healing and knowing that as we move forward, it's not that we're going to immediately heal these issues, these blocks, but now we're aware of it and we can move forward. We can resurrect, okay? We can get some renewed energy. How do you renew your energy? Move towards that thing that you're curious about, that thing you're passionate about. That thing that you have questions about. Look into it, Look into those things. It's really, really important. So I'm going to pull a couple from the True Love Oracle deck. Okay, what else do we need, Vatika? What else do we need? She is the Etruscan goddess of life and death. There's other things about her, but we're not going to go into it. Okay. Okay, we have connection. Okay. For a lot of you, it's really important that if you have people in your life who you are deeply connected to, don't remove yourself from them. Okay, that human connection is very important. Of course, there will be people that fall away. Okay, and for some of you, there will be new healings, new connections come in. These are past life connections from family that you've probably known before. That means, a partner, a long-term partner, marriage partner, whatever. It could be actually like you meet your mother from a past life, or your sister, your brother, your cousin, whatever. Okay, and you guys are going to remember it. You're going to remember it by connection. Some of you guys have new connections coming in. Others, they're around you, but you're going to start remembering. Part of remembering a past life is it expands your consciousness. It expands your awareness because you actually feel the connection and you understand that it transcends what we understand today. Okay. Let me get another one here. We have soulmate. Hey guys, some of you guys have a love interest coming. you know, if you're with somebody who you're not vibing with or they're not meant for you, I feel like someone new is coming, okay? And we have butterflies here, all right? So what I'm feeling with this is life force. These soulmates will renew your energy. Now, for some of you, this is, again, soulmates. This is, again, family, a past life partner, something like that, that's going to come in and heal you through the connection, through the memory. You guys may actually share this memory. Maybe one of you will start talking about it and then it will pop up. The awareness of these connections, again, are to help you transcend this reality and understand there's more to it. Okay, well, we're going to take this sleep. Some of you guys are going to dream about it. Okay, your dreams are going to start to get whack-doodle. I don't have another word for it. Some of you guys are going to have powerful dreams that you don't understand, and you may actually like think about them ongoing for a while until you understand them. For others, you know, I'm feeling like there's a big new pathway. Well, for most of you watching this, there's a huge pathway being opened, and there was a very small percentage that we would get to this vault within the Akashic. And why is it vaulted? Why is it like that? Because this part of the timeline has not been written yet, okay? You get to write it. You get to manifest it. You're not reliving a life over and over. Like sometimes, that's a whole other thing. Like sometimes we get in the cycle of, you are able to co-create this reality. Okay, so all you guys may start dreaming about a vault, a doorway, a pathway. You may dream about the Wizard of Oz, or being like a magical forest. You just take what resonates here. But through sleep, a lot of you guys are going to become more aware and conscious of your reality. Okay, meditation is really powerful right now. So if you've never meditated before, you know, I have a lot of frequency music on my, I have like over 100 on my powerful meditations playlist. And none of those are mine, okay? These are people I found all over YouTube, and their frequency music has helped me, has blessed me in some kind of way. It's gotten to me to where I am today, okay? So, you know, if you need help meditating, a lot of times frequency music can help you right now, okay? Well, help you period, not just right now. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I will see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.